We're live. Happy blissful day, blissful beings. So today's live, I just want to answer a few questions, and I've asked you guys what do you guys need some help on, and we've got quite a few questions here. I think about 7 or so. So I'll be answering those questions. And if you do have any other questions, just comment in the comments, and I'll have a look at them, and we'll just assist you guys. As you know, that the law of assumption it's like a superpower, because what is the law of assumption? First of all, it's basically all that is required from you is just to, let's just say you've got a desire, right? And your job is just to assume that you already have your desire now. So what does that mean? Let's just say that you are currently struggling financially, and your goal is a lot of money or financial freedom. So when you apply the law of assumption, what you need to do is to assume that you are already financially free. So you have to accept that you are a rich person now. So you don't have to delusionally act as though you're a rich person in the 3D. No, you do it in your imagination, in your mind. So, for example, in your mind, you can actually see your bank account and have a look at all those zeros, maybe seeing you have like 10,000, 20,000, 50,000, 100,000, and even a million. You just see it in your imagination, and you accept that is your norm in your imagination. And you ask yourself, okay, now that I am a rich person, how am I feeling? Well, a rich person is free. They can do anything they want. And you ask yourself, now that I'm a rich person, how am I thinking? Well, you now know that everything is possible, and you just want to actually share and help as well, right? And you ask yourself, now that I'm a rich person, how am I acting? Well, you're now generous, you are content, you just love this thing we call life, right? You are now able to do all the hobbies that you always wanted to do, go all the places that you always wanted to do, see all the people that you always wanted to do, but you do this in your imagination. Now, your imagination is your real self, right? So you know that you are not just the body. You are not just the body, and you are not just the name. You're also not just your thoughts and your feelings, but you are the awareness that is being aware of your name, your body, and your thoughts and your feelings. Now that awareness is your imagination, right? So you can imagine yourself being rich right now. You can imagine yourself being in your dream home right now. You can imagine yourself, driving your dream car right now. You can imagine, the thousands, the millions of rands or dollars in your bank account right now. Now, when you are imagining that, it will make you feel a certain way. Now, that feeling will make you feel fulfilled. And you were like, wow, when you open your eyes, you were like, oh my God, I thought that was real. Guess what? It is real, because your imagination is the real world. You see, the 3D is only a projection of the imagination. So your imagination is the 4D, and the 3D is only a copy of the 4D. So whatever you do in the 4D gets projected in the 3D. So when you are accepting that you are the person who already has your desire in the 4D, it will automatically conform in the 3D. You see, That's why the law of assumption is so easy. It's very, very easy. It's not like the law of attraction, because the law of attraction, you like give your power away to the universe and the moon, and God's outside of you. But the law of assumption states that you already have your desire within. Your job is just to claim it. Your job is just to accept it. Your job is just to say, thank you, I am it now, I have it now. And then you remain faithful to this new desire, right? So I'll give you an example. I had like back pain, and it was excruciating, and it was really frustrating, right? So I said, okay, I don't want to go to the hospital or doctor to sort out this back pain. I'm going to use the law of assumption. So I had to assume that I was the person with a perfect back. So I had to assume that my back was already perfectly healthy. And the moment I accepted, okay, my back is now perfectly healthy, I'm so grateful. I then remain faithful to that new assumption. Now, what do I mean by assumption? What I mean by assumption is the story that you are telling yourself every day. Now, most of us are not even aware of the story that we're telling ourselves yesterday, because it's unconscious. So you're not even aware of what you're telling yourself every day. So, for example, if I had to ask you, what were you telling yourself yesterday, most of the day? What were you telling yourself? You probably won't be able to answer me, because you've been telling yourself that since you were born, and it's now just part of your life. It's on autopilot. It's like a broken record that always gets repeated in your mind, and you're not even aware that you're telling yourself this every day, right? But when you assume a new identity, a new self-concept, that is the new story that you now have to repeat to yourself on a daily basis. Now listen, check this out. I had to tell myself and remind myself that I have a perfect back. I had to tell myself my back is already perfect. Whenever it came to my mind, my back is already perfect. Irrespective, even though I felt the pain was freaking, it was painful, right? But I still denied my senses, I denied the pain, because I already seen the perfect version in my imagination. And I remain faithful to that new version in my imagination. And in about, say, 3 or 4 weeks, my back conformed to my new story, which was perfectly healed. And now I no longer have issues with my back. I've actually healed it with my imagination. Now I'll give you another one with my eyes as well. I had, I was supposed to wear glasses and all that shit. I said, nah, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use the law of assumption to cure, or not rather cure, let's not use that word, but to heal my eyesight to 20/20 vision. And same thing, I had to replace the old story that, oh yeah, I have bad eyesight, I'm not so able to see, properly, woe is me, I need glasses. I had to replace that story with, no, I have perfect eyesight, I have perfect 20/20 vision. And I remained faithful to that. Even that as well, it took me about, say, 4 weeks when I realized that when I was driving, I no longer had to sit in front of the steering wheel and drive like that. I could just lay back, listen to music, and drive, and my eyesight was perfect. Now, what happened there is I repeated the new story in my imagination, and I accepted that I was the person with perfect eyesight, and I always reminded myself on a daily basis. And within about, say, 4 weeks, boom, my eyesight healed, right? So Now, we work with a lot of clients on a daily basis. Now, the most common challenge that a lot of our clients have is they struggle to remain faithful to the news story. So they will accept the news story today and tomorrow and the day after, but then boom, life happens and they go back to the old story and they forget what they actually started. And they then just basically go on to the next, YouTube video, the next course, and that's basically how their life is. It's like a continuous, endless struggle. Now, I'm going to share with you the secret to avoid this. And this is the secret. Are you ready? This is it. If you are able to do this, Bob's your uncle. When you accept your news story now, for example, when you accept that you are now financially free, all you need to do is just remind yourself of your new identity. Remember, your new personality is now you're financially free. Your new identity now, you're financially free. Your new self-concept is you're financially free. That is your new norm. Now, that you have to repeat every single day until the 3D conforms. So you don't just do it once and forget about it. No, you do it every day, because when it's important for you to do it every day, because remember, you are replacing your old story. Now, your old story was like, money is limited. It's hard for me to actually earn money. I don't believe that I can earn money out of, receive money out of thin air. Money comes and goes. And so you have to replace your old money story with the new. Now, the new money story is you are now financially free. Money is unlimited. You receive money out of thin air. You receive money out of the blue. You always get paid to exist. So that's your new story. But now you have to remain faithful to that new story until the 3D conforms. So if it's going to take you 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, what I've seen from my own life, my wife, and most of our clients, it takes about, say, 4 weeks, right? But now a lot of people actually give up in the middle. They just give up and they like go back to their regular lives. It's important for you to actually remain faithful. You have to remain faithful because you have to understand you are replacing your old story with the new. And the moment the new story is accepted by your subconscious mind, it now becomes your norm. You now do it automatically. It now is just like, it's like you don't even think about it, and then it's just so easy. You with me? So now let's answer. If you have, okay, I first want to answer these questions. So let me know if that resonates with you guys. If it's not so clear, let me know and I can make it clear for you. Because what I want to do is I want to answer these questions that has been posted on the community. So the first question is, I have by this awesome subscriber. It says that I have OCD. I get intrusive thoughts about my SP all the time. Can I still be able to manifest her? And then it's the same question. It says here, and please tell us how to manifest state throughout the day. Like it's difficult to be in the state 24/7. Okay, so with this, subscriber, I would recommend meditation, because you mentioned that you have, OCD. I would recommend, meditation. And by meditation, it's just basically taking a moment to focus on your heart. And so I'll just share with you what you do. You close your eyes, you take a few deep breaths, you take your hand, you place it on your heart, and you just breathe into your heart, and then you just feel the love within your heart. You do that, start with 5 minutes, with 5 minutes a day. And you'll see that the intrusive thoughts will actually stop to be so, intrusive, because now you're now focusing on your heart instead of your mind or your brain. Because if you take your focus away from your mind, your brain, to your heart, you'll now actually start to feel your body. You'll be in your body instead of in your head. And the thoughts will start to kind of just subside, and it won't be as hectic as it used to be. And whilst you're doing the meditation, focusing on the love in your heart, you then express your gratitude for your loving relationship with your SB. Because the moment you say thank you for your loving relationship with your SB, it's a done deal, right? It's a done deal. And what then will happen is your 3D will conform according to your new acceptance. So if you say, I am so happy and thankful for my loving relationship with my boyfriend, with my girlfriend, with my wife, with my husband, and you really feel that, your 3D will then conform and show you evidences of your loving relationship. So again, what I advise for the person that has OCD, you have to start doing meditation, and you have to focus on your heart and feel the love in your heart. Start with 5 minutes, do that for a week, and then you can then increase it gradually to 10 minutes for another week. And by the time when you get to about, say, 3 weeks, you're gonna love it so much, it's going to, like, you're just going to look forward to doing this, because you now get to spend time with yourself. And when I mean yourself, I mean your authentic self. You like go within, and you actually have that you have that quality time with yourself, because your heart is the gateway to your soul, your spirit, which is your real self. And when you make time to have that quality time with yourself, you're going to start living in your body. You're going to just feel the love within your body, and the stuff that you now experience that's kind of distracting and so much, it won't be as challenging as now. The reason why we're experiencing all these things, stress, anxiety, is because a lot of us live outside of ourselves. We don't even have time to go within. We're always on our phones, we're on social media, it's Netflix, it's TV, but we never have time to go within and just to say, you know what, Gabriel, I love you. I'm grateful for you. Thank you so much. We never make time to actually go within. But when you make time to go within and you show your body that you love your body, your 3D will love you as well. Because the 3D is only a mirror. The 3D is like a reflection. So if you make time from today to actually love yourself, the 3D is going to love you as well. Now, the 3D is everyone around you, your SP, your friends, your colleagues, and your clients as well, right? So you want to make time to love yourself. And cool, let's go to the next question. So the next question is, hello, I told my parents I might need treatment for potential eating disorder. I may be developing. They said they'll help me, and after that I knew right away I'd be cured. It's been a few days now and I still haven't been admitted, so I'm discouraged. I notice these negative feelings have been causing me to revert somewhat, but I don't know what to do. As humans, we need food to survive. So I'm a bit worried about my well-being. Plus, the symptoms I've been experiencing in the 3D are not ideal. I just want it all to go away. Right, okay. So what I would advise to this subscriber is just to like ask yourself this question. How will it feel if you were perfectly healthy? And what I mean by that is, how would it feel if you could eat what you want to eat, be how you want to be, and just be a normal human being? How will that feel? So, of course, I can't answer for you. Whatever you answer, then you just have to accept that, okay, I now accept that I am feeling whole. I now accept that I'm feeling perfectly healthy. I'm now accepting that I am the person who is now perfectly healthy and who can now eat whenever I want to eat whatever I want to eat, and I feel so amazing. Now, when you tell yourself this new story, your body is going to start conforming to it. So if you tell yourself right now, I'm so happy and thankful now that I'm perfectly healthy. I'm so happy and thankful now that I can eat whatever I want, however I want. I'm so happy and thankful that I'm whole. I'm so happy and thankful that I'm complete. I'm so happy and thankful that my body is perfectly healthy. I mean, if I'm feeling something right now just by saying that, your body is going to start, okay, receiving this new story that you've been telling yourself. You see, because the old story that you've been telling yourself is, I have a disorder, I can't eat, and all that. Of course, that's valid, right? So I do understand that. But you are not the body. You are the power that is animating the body. Now you can harness this power by changing the story. And how you do it is just changing it to the direct opposite. So you're going to say, instead of you saying that I have an eating disorder, you now say that I am perfectly healthy. I am whole. I can eat whatever I want. I am grateful for the delicious foods that I eat. Whenever I eat, it feels so freaking good. I love food. I'm a foodie. I can eat however I want, and I still remain my perfect body ideal weight. So now your new story is to tell yourself that you are whole, you are perfect, and you are complete, and you are now perfectly healthy. You have to repeat that every single day until your body conforms. So you don't just do it once and wait on the universe. No, you have to replace your old story with the new. Now you will see, as soon as the new story takes root, your body will automatically conform. You'll see that you're going to start eating properly, you're going to feel whole, you're going to feel healthy, you're going to feel perfect. So that's what you do. Okay, let's go to the next question. Dear Gabriel, please talk about revision. I guess I revisioned my, Dear Gabriel, please talk about revision. I guess I revised my whole life. Yes, I am the person that has my desires. Okay, yeah, that's a good one. So revision is like, it's a powerful technique, right? So what is revision? Revision is a tool that allows you to change your past. And it's a tool that allows you to change any past experience that has been unpleasant, or like an unpleasant cycle that always shows up in your life. So you can actually use revision and change that, because remember, the past and the future is an illusion, because the past is only a memory in our mind. And let me break it down. So if I had to ask you, can you tell me what happened last week, Friday, maybe? And you're like, yeah. Last week, Friday, I went out with my friends and we went out for pizza. But in order for you to actually process that memory, you have to tell it to me in the now. So you can only share what you did last week, Friday, right now. So you can only experience the past in the now. You can also only experience the future in the now. So what that tells you is that time is an illusion. Time is only a construct in our mind. That's why you can change the past. So let's just say, for example, and I'll give you an example, right? So this is what I did because I grew up poor. I grew up very poor. And so what I did, I changed the past and I said, no, I grew up very wealthy. I came from a family of millionaires. We were very wealthy, very prosperous. I changed the entire past. And I was like, no, I grew up very wealthy. I came from a long line of millionaires. You know, all my family members are prosperous. And I actually went back to the past and I saw the small flat that I grew up, which was like a 2-bedroom flat, and we were like 11, 15 people in that flat. But then I actually changed that and I saw that we were in a mansion. And a mansion with pillars and freaking beautiful fountain in front, huge pool at the back, and saw my granny always wearing pearls and stuff like that. So I accepted that, reality. And what that did is it allowed a lot of my families to actually prosper. Whenever I spoke to my family members, I heard my cousins got a new car, my other cousins got a new car, my sisters are thriving, this and that, because I changed the timeline of what happened in the past. Now, I'll give you another a powerful one of revision. So a few years ago, my mom kind of had unpleasant news from the doctor, and the doctor told her that, oh, you contracted cancer, right? And I happened to speak to the doctor over the phone. So the doctor told me, hey, your mom's got cancer. And then after the doctor hung up on me, I still held the phone in my imagination. And I closed my eyes and I heard the doctor say, hey, Gabriel, your mom is perfectly healthy. Your mom is perfectly healthy. Your mom is perfectly healthy. I repeated the doctor's voice in my imagination saying, hey, Gabriel, your mom is perfectly healthy. Your mom is perfectly healthy. I repeated it until it felt real. The moment it felt real, I dropped it. And then my mom had to go to the hospital the following month for a checkup. Guess what the doctor told her? Yep, you're right. Your mother is perfectly healthy. My mom is perfectly healthy now. No trace of cancer at all. Now that is another powerful success story of revision. So how you can use revision right now, if you experience any unpleasant experience in your childhood, revise that with the exact opposite. If you maybe grew up poor, revise that with, you grew up wealthy. If you received bad news last week via a text message or an email, revise that and see it on your phone and on your email that it's good news. Repeat that over and over in your mind until it feels real. You've now changed the past to your desire. Revision is freaking powerful, absolutely powerful. If you want to learn a little bit more about revision, I wrote a book as well, and then I break down how you can actually apply it in all areas of your lives. Okay, cool. So, so that's the advice that I'll give to that subscriber. And Scott's saying that I'm feeling great. I'm happy, relaxed, positive, and extremely grateful. I don't have a care in the world. I know I have what I wanted. It's no longer a desire. Nice. Congrats, Scott. There we go. Congrats. That's it. And because the moment you have a desire, you then use the law of assumption. And how you use the law of assumption, you accept that you are now the person who has your desire. So if that's health, you now accept that you are perfectly healthy. If that's marriage, you now accept that you are a loving husband, or you now accept that you are a loving wife. If that is financial freedom, you now accept that you are rich. So you are now the rich person. And then after that, all you do is just remain faithful to your new acceptance. Now your new acceptance is your new story. So you remain faithful to that new story. You just express your gratitude that I'm so grateful that I'm now perfectly healthy. In the morning, first thing you wake up, you express your gratitude for your perfect health. Throughout the day, when it comes to your mind, you express your gratitude for your perfect health. In the evening, before you go to bed, you express your gratitude for your perfect health. And you repeat it over and over and over and over and over and over and over until it feels real. You repeat it until it feels real to you. So if that's 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, doesn't matter. So you just repeat your new story until it feels real. The moment it feels real, you drop it. Here we go. Okay, let's go to the next question. For me, the difficulty is accepting that it's really this easy. Okay. Just getting into the state of having my desires, choosing to be a different version of me, and if I returned to go back, of course, there are other ways, imagination and feeling, but is this how it works? Yes. Yes, like for you, whatever your desire is, your job is just to accept that you are the person who has your desire. But now check this out. This subscriber is asking, like, for me, it's the difficulty is accepting that it's really that easy. It is that easy. It's as easy as you ordering a cup of coffee. So when you go and order a cup of coffee, you're like, okay, well, can I have a cup of, cappuccino? So you know exactly what you want. Or can I have a cup of, hot chocolate? You know exactly what it was. The moment you've given your order to the universe or your I am, your God self, you know that it's a done deal. So the moment you say that, hey, okay, can I have a cappuccino or black coffee or white coffee or whatever the case may be, you know it's a done deal. And then you just have to accept that it is already a done deal. I know that it obviously is like, no, man, it can't be that easy. No, it's way too easy. Well, it is that easy because you are not doing it. Remember, you are not doing it. Your I am is doing it. The universe within you is doing it. God within you is doing it. So your job is just to claim that you already have it. You have to claim that, oh yes, I am perfectly healthy. I am the loving husband. I am the loving wife. I am financially free. You just have to claim that you are already it. And then you remain faithful to this new story. Now, when you do remain faithful to your new story, the 3D automatically conforms, which is so beautiful. It's absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. So, just want to tell this subscriber, all you need to do is claim that it's done. But it's very important to understand that your imagination is God because it creates. So whatever you accept and claim in your imagination is already a done deal. And your job is not to second guess your imagination or doubt your imagination or waver within your imagination. Your job is to believe that my imagination is actually God. It created the universe, it created the planets, it created the galaxies, it created that because you are one with the godly power that created the entire universe, including you. So you have to surrender to that power and trust in that power and say, you know what? It's a done deal. I am now going to express my gratitude and I'm going to say, thank you, thank you, thank you. And then go on about your day, enjoy your 3D, forget the how, enjoy the now. Forget the how, enjoy the now. Let your God self figure the how out. You can now just chill, have a good time, and enjoy your life. Okay, so the last question here, it says, Hello, Gabriel. I wish you and Kylie a wonderful morning. I've been visualizing for years, but it wasn't until the last few weeks that I realized how to actually do it. Your videos are very educational. Your most important message is that you want to be the person who visualizes or the person who already lives the life you want. It's a wonderful feeling to be a different person during meditation. My question is, how can I keep this new, different person alive during the day? I hope I expressed myself well and the question was understandable. Oh, no, awesome. No, thank you for that awesome compliment. And I'm glad that my videos or our videos are valuable to you guys. And when I discovered that the law of assumption is really simple and that you don't have to make it difficult, and we decided to actually share that it is really simple. So you don't need to understand how it actually works. You just have to accept that it has already worked in your life. Now her question is, so when you accept that you are the person who has your desires, how do you maintain that state? How do you remain in that state? Simple. The moment you accept that you are now perfectly healthy, you just have to now let it go. Know that it is a done deal. And when it comes to your mind, let's just say, it comes to your mind, you're like, yeah, am I still in state? You just have to express your gratitude. You just have to say, I'm so happy and grateful that I'm perfectly healthy now. When it comes to your mind again, I'm so happy and grateful that I'm perfectly healthy now. It comes to your mind again, I'm so happy and grateful that I'm perfectly healthy now. Because now you see you are living in gratitude. Now, gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. You can only say thank you for something that has happened to you or that is happening to you. So if you say, I am thankful for the person who has my desire, which is me, you are actually telling the universe, God, your I am, that you are already the person who has your desires. So in order for you to remain faithful is just to live in gratitude. So in the mornings, you express your gratitude that you are now the person who has your desires. In the evenings, you express your gratitude that you are the person who already has your desires. During the day, when it comes to your mind, you express your gratitude that it's a done deal. And you just go on about your day. Now, the more and more you do that, the easier it's going to become. And when you least expect, boom, that's when the 3D actually conforms, and then boom, that's when your manifestation actually shows up in the 3D. Like, to give you a quick example, so when I manifested my wife, Kylie, I accepted that I was already the blissfully married husband. And in the mornings, I would express my gratitude, evenings, and during the day, when my mind would say, no, you're still single, don't lie, you don't have a wife, you're not even blissfully married, don't talk crap. That's what my mind would tell me. But then I just had to remind my mind that, oh no, that's my old story. I said, no, that's my old story. That's my old story. My new story is, I am now blissfully married. I am the blissfully married husband. So I told my mind that, and then my mind was like, oh, okay. It's safe for us to now conform to the new story. Because your mind is obviously just protecting you. Because if you are struggling financially and you are telling yourself that you are financially free, your mind is going to say, no, you're not. Don't talk crap. Because your mind is just trying to keep you safe. But if you tell your mind that, hey, it's okay, no, it's okay, we are doing this, that's my old story. My new story is, I am now financially free. So we are doing this. And when you continue to remain faithful with this new story, it becomes easier and easier and easier and easier and easier. And the next thing you know, boom, it shows up in your 3D reality, which is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing, So, yeah, so let me know if that resonates with you guys. Let me check. I'm just going to see if there's any more questions in the chat, and then we'll call it a day. Yeah, it's already 40 minutes. It felt like 5 minutes. Man, it felt like 5 minutes. You see, that's why I'm saying that time is an illusion. Time is relative, because it didn't even feel like 40 minutes. So when you accept that you have your desire in your imagination right now, that's good. You don't need time to actually prove to you that you've got it. Time is an illusion. There's no time in your imagination. You can experience financial freedom in your imagination now. You can experience true love in your imagination now. You can experience perfect health in your imagination now. And when you do that, you will feel fulfilled. You will feel content. You'll feel grateful. When you open your eyes, when your mind says, no, you're not that, you just have to remind your mind that you've unsubscribed from the old story and you now subscribe to the new story. Now, if you're able to remain faithful to your new story, that's when your manifestation showed up. So I remain faithful to my new story, which is I'm the blissfully married man. And within 3.5 months, my beautiful wifey showed up. My beautiful wifey showed up in my 3D reality because I remained faithful. Okay, let's check here. Ready? Okay. Okay, there's a question here. It says, how to ignore toxic people, toxic people's memories from our minds. Please reply. Okay, so how am I going to answer this one? How to ignore toxic people's memories from our mind. Well, what I would say is to actually, give love to these people in your mind. So what you do is you love them and you forgive them, even though it's not your fault, but you still love them and you forgive them. I did this back in the day. I would just do it in my imagination. I would hug, the people that I deem as toxic. I'd give them a hug. I'd love them, I'll forgive them. And you really do it honestly. And you will see that it's not only going to change you, but it's going to change them as well. Because there's no one to change but self. And the people around us are just a reflection of who we are. So when you love these people in your imagination now, and you give them a hug, you tell them, you forgive them, you just, feel that love, with them, you'll see that, it's going to change them and it's going to change you as well. Because as Neville Goddard said that, when you change your conception of yourself, your entire world will change automatically. Do not try to change people. Do not try to change people. They are only messengers telling you who you are. Revalue yourself and they will confirm the change. So that's what you do. So just give them love, hug them, kiss them, forgive them, and you will see. You will tell me how powerful. It's absolutely powerful. I did that myself. Do you know how to have a spiritual experience like astral projection? Well, I'm not gonna answer that now. Maybe next time. I love when you remind us this line, remain faithful to your new story of assumption. Yes, that's correct. Okay. Thank you, Alina. Thank you. That's beautiful. You people are my favorite on YouTube. Thanks a lot. I appreciate that. Neville Soundbites. I was evicted from my apartment last year and I had to move in with my parents, and I have a small son. I really need to move to my new place. But given my rental history now, can I quickly move out? So Neville Soundbites, all you need to do is just like ask yourself, like, what do you really want? Do you want an apartment, a house, whatever that is, and then just accept that you are the person that is now living in that apartment, or or that house. So you the homeowner, apartment owner, and just accept that's who you are now, and you remain faithful to that new story, irrespective of what's happening in your 3D. Just remain, you're like, yeah, I'm the homeowner. I'm an apartment owner. It's so awesome, and it feels so amazing knowing that my neighbors are so cool. My neighbors always, bring me cookies and all that stuff. Because when you obviously telling yourself this, you are now accepting. You are now living from the person who already is living in the apartment or the home. Now, when you remain faithful to that new story, your 3D will change automatically, and you will start seeing that opportunities will just pop up like that. So the secret is to remain faithful to your new story. Your new story is that you are now an apartment owner or you are a homeowner. Well, I mean, I don't know what you want, what your desire is, but you just have to accept right now that you are the person who has your desire. Remain faithful to that, and the 3D will conform automatically. Just like Neville Goddard said, automatically. Okay, hello. What to do when your parents do not accept SP? I've been affirming so long, but I can't feel you're true. Yeah, just accept that your parents are always congratulating you on your SP. You can just hear in your imagination that your parents always congratulating you in your SP, on your loving relationship, and your parents are so happy for you. But see it in your imagination. Now repeat that over and over in your imagination until it feels real. The moment it feels real, just drop it. And when it comes to your mind, express gratitude that it is done. And you will see that your parents will conform automatically. But you have to accept right now that they've already congratulated you on your loving, on your loving relationship with your SP, and that it's amazing and it's getting better and better all the time, every time. That's it. So yeah, having said that, thank you guys. You've all been amazing. And if you do have any more questions, just post them, below, and then I'll make another one of these, and we'll share again. But I just want to end off with this. You just have to accept that you are the person who has your desires right now. Just accept. Now, how do you accept? You claim it. You choose it, you claim it, you say, yes, I am that. I have that. You claim it. And you now remain faithful to this new story in your imagination. You remain faithful. In the mornings, you can express your gratitude, in the evenings, and throughout the day. Now, when you remain faithful to it, your 3D will conform automatically. That's really, wow, I know you're probably thinking, wow, it's too simple. That's really how, because remember, in the beginning, I've actually shared quite a few success stories with you guys to remind you how powerful this is. It is really that simple. And having said that, keep smiling, enjoy your blissful day, and I love you all. We'll catch you in the next one.